Friendsville. Streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 991thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Maggie Gray with a Sports Minute. NFL Network is reporting that the Chicago Bears are interested in interviewing Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman to fill their opening. And if I'm Freeman, that's an easy pass. With the 12-team college football playoff, Notre Dame is set up to be a perennial contender. And at age 39, I doubt that Freeman's already burned out on the relentless college football recruiting calendar. I'm Maggie Gray.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Fires the ball down the middle. Jason Swain.
It's time to kick off 3 hours of fair and honest discussions that go beyond the headlines of today's sports news.
In for a Tennessee touchdown.
From the Budweiser studios of 99.1 The Sports Animal, here are a couple of guys with over 30 years of combined knowledge of Tennessee sports. Here's Josh and Swain.
Good Monday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. Hope everybody has stayed warm as best as possible over the last few days. Warming up a little bit, Jason Swain.
Yeah, snow's melting. I saw some folks wearing shorts yesterday, so it's warming up. Perfect. Snow is good, don't get me wrong, but after a couple days,
right,
it's time to move on and get moving around and getting back to normalcy.
I feel like I got my winter fix, and I'm ready for the spring.
Yeah.
I happen to be one of those people. 5:30, somewhere in that range yesterday, my middle child decided he wanted one more play in the snow, and I said...
Was it dark outside?
It was inching that way.
Okay.
But, you know, the wards are tough. We don't worry about that kind of thing.
Well, you need to see, though. It's important.
That's important. Yeah, vision is good. So I had a couple layers up top, gloves, head covering, and shorts. And I came back inside afterward, and my wife said to me, "You're one of those people."
Oh, yeah.
I was.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't that bad yesterday.
No.
Yeah, but leading up to the snow, yeah, it was Columbus cold outside.
Yeah. Now, it didn't heat up yesterday as well as Darlin Stone Dubar did in the second half when they needed him to come up with some clutch plays, or if they needed a shot from Gainey or some clutch playmaking from Zakai Ziegler. That's what Tennessee got on the road against Texas. So the Vols finished out the week the way they needed to. They needed to rally. It was not a great margin they had to make up, but Texas had a lead for a nice period there in the middle of the game. But the close of the game went to Tennessee. The Vols get a win on the road in Austin after what happened on Tuesday against Florida.
I'm not going to lie, Josh. There were points during the Texas game where offensively we were hard to watch.
That is accurate.
It was tough. But D Stone is what his teammates call him. Darlin Stone Dubar was able to come in and spark Tennessee, hitting a couple threes, had the putback dunk where I asked him last night during locker room or off air, I asked him, "Do you know how you was over the rim?" No clue. He had no idea how high he was over the rim, but he timed it very, very well. He thought Gainey's shot was going in, but just in case it didn't go in, he was there to clean it up and did a great job. I brought up the fact that when he was at Hofstra, and Hofstra played Duke, this happened in 2023, where Dubar went 7 for 11 from the three-point line. Just went insane. Had 24 points on the day. He told me, he said, it's funny you mentioned that. It's funny you bring that up because that's what I thought about during the Texas game. I saw Texas as being in Duke, being in the Cameron Indoor Arena, and that's why he did not have a conscience shooting those threes, even with a guy closing in on him, and maybe you put the ball on the ground. He was confident to make those shots in that moment, and they proved to be key for Tennessee to extend the lead and pull away with the win.
He turned to the crowd after one of those threes.
Shh. And that's what helped him because that makes him better. Cameron Indoor Arena, that's all they do is talk to the opposing team. They're so close on you because that arena is so small. That makes him better. And so that made it fun for him, being able to make those shots, turn to the crowd, and tell them to be quiet.
It's just one game, just like last Tuesday. It was just one game. But that was important, I'd say, for D-Stone, for Tennessee, because they're going to need him moving forward. It is not a deep bench. They need everybody to be able to provide help and play their roles well. And if Dubar is able to do close to that, I'm not saying he has to go jump out of the gym or hit, 60% from three, but if he hits 2 or 3 threes, if he makes plays for them on the offensive end and gives quality minutes off the bench, that helps strengthen overall the rotation for what Tennessee has, as they're still not 100% right now.
Well, what you saw against Texas is what you didn't see against Florida in terms of other guys stepping up when your main shot makers are not making shots. And so that's what happened for Tennessee. You saw Zakai Ziegler come in after getting the breath knocked out of him. Tummy was hurting a little bit, and then he came back in and made more shots after getting hit in the stomach than he did before getting hit in the stomach. So he stepped up, made shots, and then Dubar stepped up and made shots. But that's the difference. The whole team was cold against Florida. You can't have a whole team cold if you're going to win on the road in the SEC. And Tennessee continues to prove, just like all the other games Saturday, it's difficult. It is difficult to win in the SEC. Look at Auburn. They go on the road. Janai Broome goes out with injury. He'll be out for a significant amount of time.
That is a big deal.
Oh, that is a huge deal. But Auburn barely got out of there with the win, and there were talks about South Carolina being the worst team in the league.
So how's everybody feeling? Tuesday didn't go great. Saturday went a lot better.
I forgot all about Tuesday.
Yeah, what happened?
We're good. Yeah, we're good. I feel good. Yeah, I feel good, dude. On to Georgia.
Georgia at home this week for Tennessee. They'll play Wednesday night at the Food City Center. Georgia's a good team.
Yeah, Georgia's on my mind. Yeah, they're on my mind, Josh. You ever heard that before?
I have heard that.
Yeah.
You can't just say it, though. You got to sing it.
No, I'm good.
Vanderbilt away on Saturday. That'll be Tennessee's upcoming week. This needs to be a 2-0 week for the Vols. Has a very good chance to be, but if that's the case, then Tennessee can get to 4-1 in conference play. Tennessee's 2-1 after wins against Arkansas and Texas with the loss at Florida in between.
Yeah, that Georgia game is going to be a good challenge for us because you're not playing necessarily a great offensive basketball team, but you're playing against a team that's kind of like you in terms of defense and athleticism, length around the perimeter. Georgia is a top 20 defensive team, and they're really good on the offensive glass. So you better make sure you win the glass game.
Yeah, top 10 in offensive rebounding.
That's like Jimmy Dykes there?
Yeah.
Win the glass game?
Yeah, that's important. Rick Barnes will back it up.
I just work on my cool basketball phrases. You know, Jimmy Dykes, line of scrimmage, downhill. So I just want to work on my basketball phrases. So win the glass game.
Well, that's in part what you're paid to do.
I am paid to do that. Yep.
It's important to do what you're paid to do.
I'm delivering, though.
Yeah,
I'm delivering.
We'll get to that. Georgia is 2-1 in SEC play as well. Lost at Ole Miss to open up conference play, and then went 2-0 last week, beating Kentucky. Held Kentucky to 69 points. That was at home, and then beat Oklahoma by 10 on Saturday.
Yeah.
So not a team to take lightly. Tennessee will go in with a really good chance to win. I would bet on Tennessee winning both games this week, but Tennessee does not just show up and beat Georgia. Tennessee will have to play well.
Yeah, Georgia always – it's weird, man. They always give us trouble.
Remember last year's game?
It's pretty annoying. Like, even if it's at home, they gave us trouble, man. It's sometimes it's not really explainable how sometimes Georgia can look bad in every other game except when they play us and it's a tough game. But that's what you should expect if you're Tennessee. You're going to get Georgia's best.
Yeah, you always have those type matchups in sports. Every team's got that kind of team. Every school has that kind of team. But you can't, at home, let your boss's brother come in and win, right? Danny White's the boss. His brother's Georgia's coach. You can't let that happen.
Cannot let it happen. Yeah, you got to beat him down. I mean, this is a good bounce-back game for Chaz Zanir.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had 2 shooting performances that you would love to forget. You get a chance to be in your own rims, inside your own arena. It should be like shooting basketball in the backyard this week. So, against Georgia. So,
a few days to get ready. Wednesday night, Tennessee will host Georgia at the Food City Center. We will get you ready over the next few days. We'll talk football. There is an interesting assistant coach change that's expected in college football. We'll update you on that one. We have a national championship game set in college football. One more game to go in the NFL wild card round after a wild finish last night to close out what was not an overly exciting weekend of NFL games, but last night that was a big one for Washington. We also invite you to be a part of the show this afternoon. Call or text to join us. Same number for either option, 865-656-9900. You can call. You can hit us up in the text box. We'll talk Tennessee basketball with Grant Ramey of VolQuest coming up at 12:30. We'll be here until 3 o'clock this afternoon on Josh and Swain.
Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere.
Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, they have been in business since 1990. They are family-owned and operated. Hiller makes sure to take care of the customer on every job, every time they stand behind their work. 100% satisfaction of happy you'll be or the service is free. If you, the customer, if you are not pleased with the work performed, Hiller will make sure to make it right. Professional, experienced, trustworthy technicians, they come into your home and they leave it cleaner and better than they found it. Hiller also offers true transparency pricing. This means Hiller will line item what every part of the job is up